Good morning. I am back. I still kind of sound a little bit like a frog, so I'm going to try to talk today through the whole normal time. I have a couple cough drops and I have my tea with me. My nose is still a little runny, so if I pop off camera for a second to blow my nose, just stick with me. But I'm going to pop on and invite some people here. I feel much better, but I'm still got the hot cold thing going on. So 1 minute I'm freezing and the next minute I'm roasting to death. But that could be the flu or it could be menopause. So, take your pick. But yeah, I really just have been struggling with my stomach. I have not felt well at all. In the last 2 weeks, I've lost 6.5 pounds, which doesn't hurt me at all, but it's not really how I wanted to lose some weight was by being sick. I've been pretty much living off, it's a horrible diet, but the only thing that seems to really settle in my stomach is plain Lay's potato chips. Everything else seems to make me pretty sick. So, just gonna invite everybody here. So I do apologize for missing you guys for last week. So the topic for today is one that I actually had planned for last week, but I still did want to go, even though it's past, I still did want to go back and talk about it. And it's going to be the Chinese New Year, which was on the 5th. But like I said, I still wanted to talk about it. I like to try to talk about the different holidays from different cultures and different places. So even though it was gone past, I still wanted to talk about it. Sorry. Every time I think I'm getting better at this, I don't seem to be. There really should be just an easy way to invite everybody. If somebody knows how to do that, other than me sitting here sending invites to everybody, let me know how to do that. All right, I got everybody. All right, so, right now I'm going through hot stuff. So a couple things before we start talking about the Chinese New Year. We're going to sage real quick. We're going to light our candle, and we're going to pick a new gemstone card. So let's just kind of go through that real quick. So just going to sage a little bit. It's time to go live. So speaking of phones, I'm going to just smudge mine a little bit. A lot of negative can come through there. I've done quite a bit to make sure that there isn't any negative coming through my phone, and not in groups that get debating or arguing. I don't allow any of that in any of my groups. If you are in one of my groups, other than this one, because I don't have an issue with this group, but if you're in one of my other groups and you get rude or nasty, out you go. Not allowed. Sorry, no time for that. And so I'm just light our candle here. Sorry, the wick was really big. So this is February's candle for compassion. Goes good for Valentine's Day. All right, so we've saged a little bit and we've lit our candle. Tea, a little matcha tea this morning. All right, so let's pull the new gemstone card. Seems like forever since I've been in this chair. All right, so 2 weeks ago we pulled Sapphire. So we'll put that one back in the deck and see what we get for today. All right, so putting that back in the deck. Just going to fan them out a little. So I just fan them out. Blow on them a little, shuffle them. Again, just a reminder that this isn't a pull for anybody particular. We're just kind of pulling it for the group. You know, it's just another way for us to learn about the crystals and what they're good for. So. Box doesn't work. Bring back up. There we go. Alright. So we'll put the box back over there. Or drop it. Alright. So pulled blue kyanite. So blue kyanite is good for alignment and emotional and neurological healing. It's also really good for your throat and your third eye chakra. It's blue, so that's an indication that that's what that's good for. All right, so blue kyanite brings instant chakra alignment and shields personal energy from intrusion. It strengthens your intuition and dissolves unhealthy emotional patterns so that you move in concert with your highest good. You have pulled this card because the universe is calling you to find your sacred center. Meditate with blue kyanite to be in a place of mental, physical, and spiritual balance. It really is pretty. I don't have any blue kyanite. I have some black, but I don't have any blue. So this is why we pull the cards, though, because I show you the ones I buy, but there's obviously a lot of ones I don't have. And so this way it's just a little bit of a way to get you to learn a little bit about some different stones that I don't have. I have this one piece of hair, you see it? It's gonna drive me nuts. It just keeps falling in my face. All right, so we have saged and lit our candle and pulled our new card. So we are going to talk about the Chinese New Year. So Chinese New Year falls at the new moon between January 21st and February 20th. So this year it was February 5th, which normally we would talk about this before the date. I usually try to talk about things before they happen, not after they happen. But due to illness, that did not happen. But the Chinese New Year, with a lot of holidays on the other side of the world from us, their holidays are a little different than ours. So we talked about the Hindu Festival of Lights and stuff, and we talked about how they celebrate for like 2 weeks. And so this is very similar. The Chinese, they celebrate their New Year's roughly about 2 weeks worth. So even though it's past the date, they would still be celebrating that. So Chinese people here or Chinese people anywhere would be celebrating, still be celebrating their New Year's. Like I said, it often goes for weeks. So even though the actual New Year's was February 5th, they are still in a celebration time. So this year for the Chinese New Year is the year of the pig. And I apologize because I don't know a lot about Chinese holidays and New Year's and how that goes, other than when you go in a lot of Chinese restaurants, they have the little placemat which you can look what year you were born and see what you were, and I believe I'm a rat. But that's about all I really know about how that works, so I do apologize, but we learn together, right? So typically their holidays for New Year's is pretty much what you think of when you think of a Chinese holiday. It's a lot of bells, firecrackers, fireworks, lots of color. They like their red and their gold color. They use that a lot. There's a lot of lanterns, costumes, and dancing. They also do offerings to their ancestors. So that is kind of their holiday, what they do. I always think of that the big Chinese dragon. I think it's very beautiful. I guess that's why I think of it. So 2019 for the Chinese New Year is the year of the pig. It is also an earth element year. So this brings adventure and international relationships. So the pig is considered to be a traveler. Wouldn't really think that of a pig, I guess, but that's how they honor the pig as a traveler. And so the pig loves life, possesses intelligence, is gentle, is generous, and is optimistic. And so all of those things kind of fall into place with our New Year's that we talked about, and it being a 3-year, and that joy and creativity and stuff. So kind of it does go all together. So this year as a whole, whether you're celebrating the traditional calendar, I don't like the word traditional because I don't think that was really the first calendar. I think that calendar came after. So I don't, but the word traditional is the one that we use the most, I guess is how I'll put it. So the regular calendar, fiscal calendar, I don't know if that's really the word I want to use either, but so that calendar for the 2019 or for the Chinese New Year is all going to be about coming out and being joyful and creative, and it's just a very positive, optimistic year. So definitely a year of kindness as a whole, and it's also a year to be very attentive with others. So sometimes that's one of the things I struggle, the attentive or the being present with people. My mind goes so many different ways at so many different times. Sometimes, and I don't mean to be rude to people or anything, but sometimes somebody's talking to me and my mind will just go off on something completely different. And then I'm like, oh shit, I was supposed to be listening to this person. Sorry. But I'm really working on, when someone's talking to me, to stop thinking about whatever it was I was thinking about, and listen and be in the moment. And because I'm also missing out on stuff, missing out on moments and conversations and things that I could learn, things that I could share, maybe something I could help with, so those are all things that I have to work on, because I'm really, really bad with my husband. Not even just with my cell phone, but in general, because like I said, I'm always thinking about, I got to contact this person, I got to email this person, I got to get milk, I got to do this, I got to do that. And sometimes he's talking to me and my mind is still going. And then I turn around and go, what did you just say? Because I didn't get it. So, and I think that's part of our busy lives. We're just so busy and crazy that sometimes it's hard for us to just slow down and be present. So I think that's a good one to try to do, to try to work on. I had a drawing for Valentine's Day, and so unfortunately I didn't have a big turnout for that. Jennifer, perfect timing, because I was just talking about my Valentine's giveaway, and guess who won? You did. So you have to private message me your address so I can get that sent out to you today. So I'm going to try to send it to you so you can have it for Thursday. So I'll probably have to send it to you today, but I don't think you're that far away from me, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, I still have a raspy throat and stuff, but and I'm still going through the hot and cold chills, and I'm still not able to really eat anything yet, but I am definitely much better than. Yes, you won the Valentine's, Jennifer. So I'll private message you anyway if you're not getting this, but yeah, you won the Valentine's. So the rose quartz and the Dia perfume and some incense are in there, and I put a little blessing in there for you as well. So if you private message me your email, your address, I'll get that sent out to you today. So I'm going to try to make sure you have it for Valentine's Day. So I want you to have it on Valentine's Day. So that's pretty much it for today. I apologize, it's not a very long one. No, I haven't tried the onion one. Honestly, I have I do have an onion here in the house, but I just can't stand the smell of onions. I don't know what it is, but I really, really, really don't like the smell of onions at all. I cut an onion for something, cooking or something, and I swear to God, I can smell it for like a week after. I don't know what it is about onions. I just can't stand them. So I have not tried that. Sticking to my green teas, and but yeah, it's I really haven't been able to keep much food. Everything makes me just, well, I shouldn't say that. I'm not getting actually sick. I'm not purging, but I eat just a little bit, and I am so nauseous after for hours that it's just not worth it for me. So I've been trying to stick to scrambled eggs, plain macaroni, chicken broth, all those things. But even those are still upsetting my stomach. So, so yeah, so one day at a time. Yeah, so today this morning I'm drinking a matcha tea, green matcha tea that I have with a little bit of honey in it. So, yeah, so I apologize, not a very long video today, but I'm still, as I'm talking now, my throat is getting really raspier, and I have to go to work today and talk on the phone all day, so it hasn't really been an easy week talking on the phone. So yeah, so it's just a short little video today, but I do plan on being back on Thursday for you, and not sure what we're going to talk about. Probably something to do with Valentine's Day. I do want to talk about, I had somebody who wanted to do a medicine bundle. And so just to keep in mind, if that's something you want to do, kind of think of what you want your medicine bundle to be for. Do you want it to be for something for love? Do you want it to be for prosperity, luck? So kind of figure out what it is that you want to make your medicine bundle for. And then if you're kind of not sure what it is exactly that you want to make, you can private message me and we can figure that out if there's something you want to make. I'm going to just do a general one with you guys, probably in the next couple of weeks. But if you have an idea of what it is that you guys are looking for to make a medicine bundle, you know, if it's, say it's something for prosperity, you may want to find a green piece of fabric. If it's something to do with love, you may want to find a green or a pink piece of fabric. Or maybe you want a green fabric with a pink ribbon, you know, so you can kind of put the colors in that way. You want to do one on weight loss, Jennifer. So I'm not sure which chakra that would kind of go with. Probably a root chakra, I would think. So you would want to maybe have something that would be in your reds and oranges. If you were looking to do a medicine bundle. So I figured I'm going to probably do one for love just because it's February, and why not do one for love? So I'm going to probably find some sort of pink cloth with either a pink or a green ribbon, because those are your heart chakras. And then you want to think about what you want to put in it. So there's really not any right or wrong way. Sorry, my voice is really getting bad. That's why I didn't really want to talk too long today. So for me, if I want to do something with love, I might put some pink candle wax in there. I may put some pink stones in there. So the rose quartz, you might want to put in there. You could put anything that to do with love. Even silly, like those little Valentine's candies, if you wanted to put some of those in there, you could do that. Any kind of flowers. So if you had some roses from Valentine's Day, you could maybe dry them and crumble them up and put them in there that way. So again, if you know what it is that you want to work with for a medicine bundle, then I can go from there and kind of help you figure out what it is that you want in there to help you. So I always like to match your fabric and your ribbon to the chakra that it would kind of go with. And you can pretty much guess that, you know, like I said too. If you're looking for abundance, you probably want to use green for money. You know, if you're looking for love, it's pinks or greens. If you're looking for passion, so if you want to do one more on the passion side, you could use a red cloth, because that's more passion than pink is more love. You know, we can figure out what it is that you want. And so if you have something that you're looking at making, and I'll make a post, I think probably in the next few days, I'll make a post and ask everybody what it is that they want to be making a medicine bundle for. And then I can kind of help you figure out what it is that you need to, or what you might want to put in there. You don't need to put anything in there. Again, it goes, to me, it goes with the intention jar. When I made my intention jar, I put things in there that made sense to me. So when I did, way back when I did it for New Beginnings, I put seeds in there because seeds to me represent a new beginning. It's a new flower that's in there. It just hasn't come out yet. So I put some seeds in there. So, you can, whatever makes sense to you, you can put in there. So it doesn't have to go by any kind of textbook thing for making a medicine bundle. Like I said, you could put any kind of different kind of flowers or herbs. You could put objects. You could put crystals. You can, I always like to, when I have it all in my bundle, before I tie my bundle up, I always like to take a candle that would go with the color that I'm working with, and I light it and I just drip a little bit of wax in the medicine bundle before I tie it up. You can tie it up with little charms on the outside if you want, a piece of jewelry that might have meaning to you. Just remember, once you've tied it up, typically we don't open them back up. So whatever you're going to put in your medicine bundle is probably something that you're not going to need again or want to use again. If you, like I said, if you've got maybe like a little teeny gemstone, would be good to put in there. I usually work with the number 3 just because the 3 has meaning to me. I made one that I had 3 different rocks in. So I had a white rock, a black rock, and a gray rock. So, because that had meaning for me. So really, it's whatever has meaning for you. Just think about what it is that you want to make your medicine bundle for. I mean, you can, sorry, trying not to cough. If you wanted to do one on protection, you could put some black tourmaline in it, things of that sort. So it's really hard because there's just so many varieties that I can't really tell you everything. And so this way, if you kind of give me an idea, sorry, cough drop. If you guys give me an idea of what it is that you're looking to make, I can kind of go a little bit and try to guide each one of you a little bit. Or if you guys think it's just easier and you guys all want to do a love one for February, we can do that too. But I just think that not everybody necessarily wants to do a love one. But yeah, I'll get a post up, maybe with a little poll or something, and you guys can put in what it is that you're looking for, and I can help you figure out colors for your fabric. I can help you figure out what you might want to put in it, or at least get you in the right direction of thinking of things that you might want to put in it. But yeah, typically, it's going to be herbs. It's going to be some sort of gemstone, or you can use, like I said, you can just use rocks if you don't have a lot of gemstones, or you don't want to go out and buy a gemstone to put in it. Because for me, I don't like putting my gemstones in my medicine bundle because I like my gemstones where I can see them. I like them to be very visible to me. And when it's tied up in that little bag, I can't see it. I don't typically put gemstones, but sometimes I'll just put a rock that I found. Yeah, my last one, Jennifer, I put 3 bay leaves in it because, again, I like to work with the 3s. And so I wrote 3 different things that I wanted to work with in that medicine bundle. So you can always write on a bay leaf. You can always write on a piece of paper and put it in there. Like I said, there's really no right or wrong way to do it. You're just going to want to keep it into things that have meaning for you, for whatever it is that you're making or creating the medicine bundle for. So if you were making it for protection, you would want to use black stones. And you don't have to necessarily go out and buy black tourmaline. You could just go outside and find some black rocks to represent that for you. And you can work with elements, so you can do that. In the medicine bundle, you can work with, on my last medicine bundle, I put some feathers on it for the air part of it, but I had the rocks in there. I had some essential oils in there, and I had some herbs in there, so kind of covered all my stuff. And then again, I put my wax in there, which kind of represents the fire element. So again, no right or wrong way. It's just putting it together in a way for you that makes sense for whatever it is that you are creating the medicine bundle for. So I hope that makes sense. So yeah, I'll create either today or tomorrow, I will create a poll, and you guys can go in there and let me know what it is you're looking for. And then I can give you little recommendations of what things you can be looking for to create that. Because like I said, I don't necessarily know that everybody just wants to create a love bundle. All right, so Jennifer, remember to private message me your address so I can get that quartz and incense and perfume out to you. I want to get it out to you today, and I'll see about sending it 2 days so that you can have it on Thursday. And I'll get that up for the poll so we can figure out what medicine bundles we're going to be working on. And we've also, I'm going to be over the next week or so, we'll be talking about the next astrology sign. So that's going to be coming up. My little crystal grid here. My crystal grid, I put it out and I don't touch it. And every time I sit down, it's moved. And I will sit here and fix it. And then I will talk with you guys. And I will look down and they're moved again. Apparently somebody doesn't like the way I did my grid and they just want to move it around and put it where they want to put it, apparently. Apparently they know better than me. All right, so I'm going to go. And again, I apologize that it's not quite as long as normal, but I'm still kind of sounding like I'm a frog. So, not that frogs are bad. I just don't want to sound like a frog. And I don't want to do that through the whole video. So I will see you guys Thursday. I'm not sure what we're going to go over yet on Thursday, but I'll figure it out. I always do. So I hope everybody has an awesome day. I hope it's warm where you are, because it is not warm here. I'm pretty sick of the cold. So apparently the groundhog didn't see his shadow, so that means spring is supposed to be coming, and I honestly cannot wait. I am so sick of winter already, and it's only the second week of February. I think I'm going to be a little disappointed that I have to have snow for quite a while longer. But anywho, so remember to be kind. Remember, your kindness could change your day and could change somebody else's day. Everybody has a story, and sometimes that grumpy, mean lady in front of you in the line, maybe she's going through something, and maybe your little act of kindness will turn her day around as well as yours. So just remember, everybody has a story, and our kindness can change our lives and somebody else's lives. So with that, I am going to pop off, and I will see you guys Thursday. Hopefully I will sound even better than I do today. And lots of love. So thanks for joining, guys. Have an awesome day.